guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Well, I am making tutorials, but not with my normal camera. I'm actually using my iPhone because I wanted to get a couple of tutorials made. And this one is really a sweet and quick little project. It is a pot of gold for St. Patrick's Day. And I don't do a whole lot of crafting for St. Patrick's Day, but I thought that I would just show you guys real quick how to make this adorable little pot of gold. So if you wanted to put something out on a coworker's desk or just to give to the kids, this is a very quick and very easy little project, and it's also very cute. So let's get started on making this. Okay, so to make the box itself, you are going to need to start with a piece of paper that measures 6 by 6. Which means that from one 12 by 12 piece of paper, you could actually make 4 pots of gold. So we're going to score this at 2 and at 4. And then we're going to turn it and score it at 2 and at 4. And now I can put my scoreboard away because I won't be needing it. And now we need to fold and burnish on our score lines. And I am going to bring in my glue because I'll need it. So what I'm going to do, instead of cutting up to the score lines, I'm actually just going to bring this up. And you guys have seen me do this before, so I will pull this piece in and just bring it up to where I have a little point right here in the crevice. And I am going to just bring it up to where the 2 corners meet, just like that. And then I'll come in on the inside, and I'll have this little triangle piece on the inside that I'll eventually glue down. But I want to go ahead and do this on all 4 sides. So I'm just going to pull up just like this, and it'll make the paper want to bend, and then I'll just match it up corner to corner, and I'll bring my finger in on the inside, and I'm going to smooth down this triangle piece on the inside. And I'll just keep doing that on the other sides as well. And this is what I call my lazy method. When I don't feel like doing a lot of cutting and scoring, I'll do my boxes this way. And because this one is so small, I really didn't want to do the cutting of the score lines. Okay, so you're going to be left with something that looks like this. And we're basically going to take these points and bring them in like that. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to glue one portion of the tab square, and it'll be a triangle portion. So we'll glue that, and then we'll burnish it. And we're going to do this to all 4. Okay, so all 4 of my little triangle pieces are glued together. Now what I want to do is I want to take 2 of them per side. So I'm just going to take this one and fold it over, this one and fold it over. And all I'll be doing is I am going to add some glue right here on the base of the box so that when I fold this one back, it hits the glue. And then I'll add some glue right across here so that when I fold this one back, it also hits the glue. So then I can come in with my bone folder and glue all of the layers down. Just like that. So now I've got these 2. So I am first going to take some glue and put it on the base of the box. Then I'll fold one in, and I'll take some glue and put it on that one. and then I'll fold the top one down. So now we've got a box. And now we get to put our outside pieces on this pretty little box. So what I have are 4 pieces that measure 2 by 2 1/4. And the 2-inch side is what we're actually going to place at facing the top. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and just kind of give my paper a natural curve so that when I place it down, it'll do what I need it to do. And I could use hot glue to put these down, but I am going to use wet glue because I found that when I'm working with the smaller little boxes like this, it works better. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my wet glue, run a nice little bead at the top, take a piece of my paper, the 2-inch side, matching it up here, and then I'm just going to hold this down until I can go on the inside and smooth out that glue. And then I'll do the same thing on the remaining 3 sides. Okay, so now that we've got our 2 by 2 1/4 inch strips attached on all 4 sides, we can go ahead and glue it from the bottom. So the way that I do it is I am going to take the glue and run it along the bottom here, and then I take my piece of paper and I just slide it up in the glue, and I'm going to get it in position, and then I'll hold it, and that way I can come back and just smooth out my glue. So I'll bring my bone folder and just very carefully get that nice and stuck. So when I push it up like that, you get that nice curve to your paper. So I am going to give this one a chance to dry, then I'll do one more with you guys, and then I'll do the other 2 off camera. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So I'm just going to lift this up, place some glue right in there, and I'm going to turn it because it's easier for me to push up this way. And then I'll take my paper starting at the bottom, and I'm just going to grab it, and I'm bringing it up so that the ends meet. So the end of my paper meets the end of the box. And then all I need to do at that point is smooth it down and give the glue a chance to dry. Okay, so all of my sides are on, and you can see how I've got the nice curve on all 4 sides. Now we get to put our handles on, and what I have here is a piece that measures 6 by 1 1/2. And all I'm going to do is, I'm not doing any measuring, I'm simply going to fold this over, and then I'll fold it over again, so I'm basically folding it into 3/3. And I'll take my glue and glue up 1/3 of this and fold it over. And then I'll just work that glue into both pieces of paper. And then I'll do the other part. And then I'll fold that over. And I'll glue this down. And then I'm going to come back with my bone folder and just give it some curve. And now I can take it, and using hot glue, I am going to find the side of this that I like the best. And by the best, I mean the pattern of the paper. And I think I'm going to go with this as my front. So I am simply going to take a little bit of hot glue, place it there, and then I'll take this and place it on one of the panels next to what I want to be the front of the box. So I'm placing it inside, and then I'll fold this one over and do the same thing. So I am going to take a little bit of hot glue, place it on that, and then I will fold it over and place it on the inside. And then I'm just going to hold it until that glue sets. And then I'm going to add 2 mini brads. This isn't a step that you have to do or is even required to hold this together. I'm just doing it because I think it adds a nice decorative finish. So all I'm going to do is use my paper piercer and pierce a hole. Okay, I think I've got a good enough hole to be able to put this through. And then I can just open that up. And I think that just adds a real cute little touch. So let me do the other one. Okay, so I've got my brads on both sides, and I think that they really finish off the handle very nicely. So now what I want to do is I have this St. Patrick's Day ribbon, and then I have this little dangly that I'm going to put on, and basically what it is some St. Patrick's Day garland that I bought about 5 years ago from A.C. Moore. I have no idea if they still have it or not, but I still have a whole bunch of it left. So all I do, because it has links on it, makes it very easy just to take apart and use in projects. So all I did was I took off one of the links, and I'm simply going to feed it through the back of my bow just to give me a decorative touch. Okay, so I fed it through, and now we have this cute little embellishment that I can put on the front of the box. So I'm going to set that there. I am going to go ahead and put some shred inside of my little pot of gold. So I'll tuck my candies in just like this, and I'm using Rolos because they're round and they're gold and they're perfect for this project. And then at this point I will just take a little bit of hot glue, put it on the back of my ribbon, take my ribbon and just place it on the front here. And there I've got another cute little pot of gold. So I'm going to hold them both like this so I can hold the candy in. And hopefully you guys can see just how cute these are. They are just so precious. I'm going to let them fall on their side so that you can get a pretty good look at how they actually come together. So I hope that you guys have liked this project. If you have, please hit the like button. And if you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join my online family. Y'all have fun with this great little St. Patrick's Day project, and we will craft later. Bye.